Hey Tubesters, it's RN4 song The Bougie Mystic, and it is so much later on making this video than I planned. I was really hoping on having this video done a little sooner, but it is the next Depnon for Hekate, well actually the last of the season. For those who don't know, I work with Hekate during the Samhain tide. So this is the second and last one that we'll be able to, do until next year. So I have what's that thing called? Pomegranate sliced. I got some fresh garlic for her and 3 fresh eggs. I always give her 3 eggs, and I'll usually honestly, when it comes to the garlic, I don't usually get a specific number. Where's that top? There it is. I don't usually do a specific number for the garlic. This one, it came in a pack of 5, so I just gave her the whole pack. And then this pomegranate, it is on the smaller side, but it works perfect because it was harvested in my friend's neighborhood. So the whole point of this video was to share the Depnon, but also to talk a little bit about Hekate. I didn't get to journal and do as much as I had hoped. There's still like another 2 weeks before Samhain happens, but this is the last Depnon. In my practice, when I'm honoring Hekate, I only do Depnon on the dark moons of Samhain tide. Excuse me, sorry. I don't know what it is, it's just, it seems like every time I get on video, that's when my throat wants to start acting up. But, so I haven't actually started the Depnon yet, I've just, like, prepared it and got it ready. But, yeah, like, oh, that's what I was saying. The dark moons. So, I'm trying to remember what the one was for October. Oh, it was like November 1st. I think it was either November 1st or November 2nd. And so now it's the 30th. It's 1 moon cycle later, and we are again at the Depnon. Is she in the camera? Okay. Yeah, so I got the honorary candle. I have her incense going. I've already finished her ritual oil, so I'm gonna have to replace that for next year. It doesn't seem to be smoking as well as it did the last time. I wonder if this is a bad charcoal. Oopsie. But, what was that? Anyway, before I actually get into the words of the Depnon, I wanted to talk to you about this skeleton key and how she basically claimed it, and I didn't even realize that when I ordered it. So the skeleton key was bought from Macabre Magical Curios. I've talked about them loads of times before. You pick a video, you're probably going to hear me talk about Macabre Magical Curios. They are definitely one of my #1 favorite witchy shops. Right behind, you know, I think I'm gonna have to say it is my #1, just because of the oh, what am I trying to say? Like, because the ingredients come from my ancestral lands. Well, one of my ancestral lands. I think that's the thing that takes it over the edge, making it #1. But the ones that tie for second is, actually there is no tie for second. The second place, or actually 1.5, would be Natural Magic Co-op, and then second place would be 13moons.com. Though I have to say, I am a new fan of the Rosarium blends, who is where I got the incense and the candle and the ritual oil. They're very good. It's a very good blend. It's very it has a very strong oud musk smell to it. So I think it's very dark, uh, like dark as in like occult and esoteric and mysterious, as in like underworld. You definitely get a good smell out of it. Um, I used the oil. I used the oil. You're not gonna be able to see, but I used this to kind of like dress the not the candle. Blessed be. What's that shit called? The incense. Yeah, I think it's like bone dry. Actually, there's nothing in there. Um, so next time I get it, I think I'll make sure to only do like 1 or maybe 2 drops at a time. I think I just went a little overboard. I think that's also why it would be so smoky. Um, anyway, skeleton key. Sorry, it's been a while since I've recorded a video, so I'm a little out of practice of staying focused. But I saw this skeleton key, and I always kind of felt this urge to buy one, and I didn't really know why. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. When I really realized that I wanted to deepen my relationship with my Sabbat deities, uh, and Hekate being the first one because of the Samhain that was approaching, that is obviously waning at this point. I really wanted to get her skeleton key, but I didn't think I was going to get this one. I thought it was going to be like a much more. I was kind of thinking, if I'm going to be honest, more grandiose. If I'm going to keep it real. But by the time I got the order from Macabre Magical Curios, I believe it was just before Samhain. Maybe Samhain had just started. It was definitely within the beginnings or just before Samhain started. And as soon as I got it out, I just had this intuitive knowing, and simultaneously a sense, well, actually not simultaneously, it was like a split second afterwards. It was the sensation, anyone who's worked with a deity, you probably know that sensation where they claim it, and like it's not always necessarily words. Sometimes it's just like a knowing or a sensation or a feeling or whatever, or a fleeting thought, something along those lines. And that's exactly what happened when I saw this. I'm trying to remember exactly what I was thinking before the sensation from her came, but basically, long story short, she claimed the skeleton key as hers, and she wanted it as like a necklace or a dangling piece. It wasn't really a necklace, but a dangling piece. And I was like, ugh. And she made it clear that it had to be on metal, which was really difficult for me to figure out how to do because I don't have a lot of like chains and stuff to be using, but I had this gold anklet, and I don't really wear it because I wear boots to work, so it just doesn't work well for wearing boots. And I don't know, I just don't think I look that good with the anklet, but maybe it's because body dysmorphia and things like that. Anyway, so I decided to put it on there, and it fit perfectly, of course, and it also functions as a pendulum. Uh, so if I want to like talk to her specifically, I can take this off, and I don't know if you can see it, but the little lobster clasp, the lobster clasp just slides off, and then I got the pendulum right there. So it's a really cool experience. It's been a while since I've had like a profound experience with Hekate, or with any of my Sabbat deities, or with my deities in general, just because of life. Maybe I'll make another video talking about that, but it was really nice to have this Samhain tide. It's not over, obviously. It's not going to be over until December 20th. Actually, I think it might be the 21st this year. But whenever the solstice is, so like I said, I got like another 2-3-ish weeks. And it's been really nice. I'm hoping to get a good journal sesh. If not tonight, maybe sometime before the solstice, and see what type of journey, or like a wind riding session, and maybe journal after that or something along those lines. I'm trying to see. Oh, I think I forgot to mention, there was one journal session that I put in here. At least I thought I did. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Yes, so this was the first night of silence. So this is when I welcomed her to the what would you call it? Just to your space, I guess. This was the 29th, which was a Tuesday, or 29th of October, excuse me, which was a Tuesday. And basically there was a barn owl that flew overhead, but like technically behind me, but somehow I don't remember exactly what happened, but I turned around like just before seeing the owl, and then it was in flight and gone, and it was really cool. And I just had this knowing that it was her, and this was before I like really knew that the Greeks associated owls with her, which I think is really cool because, you know, there's so much discussion of Hekate being a, you know, being this triple moon goddess made in Mother Crow. There's so much of this modern application tied to her that it was really nice to have this this interaction and experience with her that was on an ancient level. That was something really special, and I just wanted to share that real quick. So I got that in my little Samhain book with the little owl sticker in here. I am thinking about maybe swapping it out with a different owl, or maybe just putting a barn owl in here later on. We'll see. Let's see, anything else I wanted to talk about? Did I mention that the eggs were raw and I give her raw eggs? I think I did. I can't remember. But I do know that she needs more incense. There we go. I think that's it. I know this is gonna be a really weird, choppy video. I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to make smoother videos, but it was really nice. It was a very rough experience. It was a very slow and steady experience. And I'm glad that it isn't fully over yet. I know that this is the last Depnon, and it's why I really wanted to share it with you. I actually really wanted to share the first one with you, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I just had so much going on, so much ritual stuff going on that I also forgot to bring the stuff. And I was like, I am not going back just to grab a camera, especially since I knew that there was another Depnon later in the month. So, without further ado, I'm going to get in the space and welcome her into the Depnon. So this is what I say. It did come from someone online, but of course I forgot to write down the source. I think I did tweak it a little bit, so it's not exactly the same, but it was from something I found online. Oh, and you will hear me say her name differently because I'm actually not invoking her, but I am calling her to the space, and I am giving her praise and honor on this day. So if you remember from like previous video, I talked about how I actually say her name in the more traditional sense, and I just say Hekate when not trying to call her, just for the sake of keeping the name sacred and not like basically like Peter Cry Wolf, like, so to speak. I don't know if that made any sense, but it makes sense in my pot of noodles, so that's what I do. Okay. Hekate, who carries the bright torch in the darkness, hear me, your devotee. on this night that you will roam the lands, far stretching. I am born of a land far from the home of those who first honored you, O Ancient One, but in my need, you found me those many years ago, and through your guidance was I revealed to the destiny that awaited. Hail, Hekate! And that is my Depton. Really simple, really to the point. Um, I just kind of let the stuff burn a little bit, and then usually for like a few hours, and then I'll dispose of it outside. I got this space outside that I like to leave the actual offerings at, so I'm going to do that. I might actually do that in the morning just because I have to shower and I am really pooped. I was running around a lot today doing errands. So let me know if you work with her and how that works for you. How do you celebrate Devanon? I do know that November 16th is supposed to be like a day of Hekate or something like that. I it kind of just went past me this year. So maybe I'll consider doing it next year, but from what I researched, it seems like it's more of a modern thing. I really want to have more of a, to the best of my ability anyway, more traditional ancient honorings and associations with her. I like to try, when I work with a deity, I try to keep the cultural lore and the culture intact. So even though I'm not Greek, I do have profound respect for Hecate. So I'm going to honor her in that Greek way, and I think that's why I had that experience with the owl. Anyway, I'm gonna go drink some water, and I'm gonna let the offering be as it is. Let her come and enjoy it without me looming overhead. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a share. I still need to do, before I go, I have to let y'all know that Sunday, tomorrow, I'm going to go live. I know I was supposed to do it Friday, but things happened and I just wasn't able to do it. So I'm going to do it tomorrow, Sunday, same time. I think I said 6 p.m. 6:30. I think I might have said 6:30. Let's see, what 6:30 is Pacific Standard Time, so that would be 9:30. Okay, we'll make it 6 p.m. Actually, no, we will make it 4:30 p.m. Because I want to make sure that I'm ready, because I gotta do so. I think it starts at 8, what I have to do. So yeah, we'll do it at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and wait, did I mess it up? 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, 5:30 Mountain Time, 6:30 Central Time, and 7:30 Eastern Time. That way it's early enough for people to usually be done with their dinners or whatnot. Most people don't eat past 8. Little children are probably already in bed. And then of course it's going to be a replay. So I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to do it on Friday, like I said, but I am going to do it tomorrow. I appreciate all those that participated. Please give this video a like and a share. One of the things I want to mention, more so in the live, because there's also going to be an announcement, so you don't want to miss it. Even if you don't win, you want to hear the announcement. But with that being said, please help boost the views of this video and other videos. It's very important for what I'm going to be announcing tomorrow at the live. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for listening and sticking around with my rambly ass. Oh, and if you work with Hecate, let me know How do you do that? What is the, if you feel comfortable, what is your interaction and experience with her? All right, I'm gonna go for real this time. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, abundant and eternal blessings. Mwah.